At age 42, Tom Brady has built his TB12 brand around longevity. However, the NFL Network reported that multiple NFL executives are concerned about Brady's sustainability. The six-time Super Bowl champ hasn't missed a game due to injury since he tore his ACL in 2008. Rob Parker, Patriots fan. Rob Parker, do you think
I'm
this
a
gives
reporter. I'm not a fan of any team.
the Patriots an out to get rid of Tom Brady?
I mean, if you want to take a look and say he's going to be a 43-year-old quarterback in August, and can we really count on him because if Tom Brady wants to play 2 more years, I guess you could use it as an out. As far as other, if you're the Patriots, you could and just say we want to move on. The Patriots' MO, and Greg knows this, is that they always get rid of people a year or two early than a year or two late. And with Tom Brady, he was supposed to be gone for Jimmy Garoppolo. It didn't happen. So he's the one guy that got to stick around longer than they normally want people to stick around. So I don't know if they can totally use that and tell people, well, he's old now, and we can't use him because they've had nothing but success. So I'm not just saying I don't think they can use it. Maybe some other teams might want to use that. When I hear the story about his sustainability, you know what you're getting with a 43-year-old quarterback. We saw Peyton Manning do this. He wasn't that old.
He wasn't that, yeah.
But he was beat up and he went to Denver and they wound up winning the Super Bowl because they had all the other parts. So can I see another team saying, yes, I'm going to take a chance on a 43-year-old quarterback. We need him for 2 years. Maybe we have a good defense. Maybe we have good offensive weapons. The Patriots don't have all that stuff. And I'm not so sure it's still coming now, or they're going to go out in free agency and break the bank to make Tom Brady be viable again. So I'm not sure the Patriots are going there. For other teams, if I'm the Chargers, I'm all in on Tom Brady for 2 years. I just am. Phillip Rivers, we saw him last year, just didn't have it anymore. He was terrible, a lot of interceptions. They went from vying for the AFC Championship game, right, 2 years ago, to being out of the playoffs and being horrible with Phillip Rivers. Tom Brady last year, they won 12 games. He put up some numbers against some bad teams or whatever. They got to the playoffs, they lost. But if I'm the Chargers, I take a chance, and I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about Tom Brady's not going to be around for 5 years. There are no 5-year plans in the NFL anymore. It's about what can we do to make adjustments. Can we get somebody? Can we upgrade positions? Can we upgrade the quarterback position? Can we keep this guy upright, have the offensive line protect him, and give him a chance to throw the football? So I think the Patriots can move on from Tom Brady. People will understand it. But I think other teams looking for a good quarterback.
People in Boston can understand that. Oh, yeah.
43 years
Jarrett
old.
Stidham, Greg Jennings. Yeah,
you watched him last year. If you think that Tom Brady's the same, there's no way.
No,
and especially if you're not going to go out and get all these pieces that Tom Brady needs. Tom Brady's MO, Tom Brady, people used to always brag about Tom Brady. He does more with less than anybody else. He had less last year, and he couldn't do more.
Wait, they went 12-4, is he?
No. That was They were the worst 8-0 team last year in the NFL.
Got it, all right.
They didn't beat anybody.
This does not give the New England Patriots an out. It just doesn't. And the reason why is because they understand Tom Brady better than anyone. Inside and out, they know his body of work. They know what he provides. But more than that, they know the depth of his work ethic. They know that even at 42 years old, he's going to come in prepared. More prepared than what we've seen anyone at this age. Why? Because we haven't seen anyone at this age do it like this, outside of like a guy getting close to Warren Moon. And so when you look at Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, they have to answer a question. What are we doing? And what do we want at quarterback? Are we going to just start completely over? And then do we think that our defense is good enough to really just hold down the fort until we establish what we want at the quarterback position? Or do we go out and get a Marcus Mariota or Ryan Tannehill or Teddy Bridgewater and pay them less than what we would have to pay Tom, but that still isn't what we want to see moving forward for our future? It could potentially turn into it, but that's not what we, like you said, that's not what we really had in place as far as an idea of how we want to move forward? Because the idea was what you just said, Rob. They wanted Jimmy Garoppolo to be taking over already, if not right now taking over, had taken over a few years ago. So the question really is, what are the Patriots going to do, and what do they want to do? How do they want this position to be filled, and what are they looking for in this position? Because if you're looking for a guy that can just rely on the defense to win the games and just hold par just game manage, why would you let Tom Brady go?
Exactly. And Greg Jennings, because that sounded so brilliant, I'm going to go to the dictionary for the second time this week.
Oh my
Sustainability. Rob Parker, the ability to maintain at a certain level or rate. Tom Brady, as you just said, game manage, upgrade the positions. This is done. This, if anything, is an embarrassment from other executives around the league trying to drive a wedge between Bill Belichick.
It's not an embarrassment. This is real. This is real. Yes, it is.
Real?
Tom Brady.
What?
For all these years, took a hometown discount.
Yes.
That's why there's a problem. If it wasn't about, there's a pride factor. Greg talked about it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and that's where that whole thing about making more money. All of a sudden, Tom Brady, after all these years, wants to make more money.
We don't know that.
These are reports I got to go on. Okay. Those are the reports.
I thought we were going for the respect angle that Greg brought up.
Greg brought that up, but I've heard that he wants to get paid, that he hadn't been paid all these years as a star quarterback. But then if you're the Patriots, you're going, at 43, you want to get paid? It's hard.
Right.
It's hard for them to now open up the, am I right, Greg, to open up the bank and say, oh yeah, no problem. Here's all the money, and now we won't be able to do other things as you get older. And I think that's where the rub is. That's why Tom Brady's not in the fold. Robert Kraft loves him. If Robert Kraft would have stepped in and go, just give him the money, whatever it is, he would be the quarterback.
Rob,
he wouldn't have moved out of New England.
Is this not silly?
He wouldn't have cleaned out his suite, Greg. He would be there. There would be no conversation.
Why would he put money above respect and winning? He has millions and millions of dollars in the bank. His wife's a supermodel. Greg, it's respect and winning at 42. Why would it be money?
And for me, when it comes to respect and winning, like, where else are you going to win? Like now, and you know that you have a chance going into the situation that I can win. Rob, for me, when I look at Tom Brady, like it has nothing to do with the money. The money has, he said no to the money when he should have said yes, or he could have said yes.
Well, but maybe he has regrets now, and it's just
maybe. At 40, Tom Brady is smart. He is not an ignorant individual, which is why he's the quarterback that has lasted this long at this level, because he understands the game. He is just doing what he knows he needs to do as a free agent, opening and having available to him all doors and all options, so that if the one that I really want doesn't work out, I haven't closed the door or haven't slammed the door shut on any other team. But it's all in the hands of the New England Patriots. And again, I'll say it. It depends on what the New England Patriots are trying to do. If they want to try to rebuild this offense, which they have a lot of young guys, a lot of young talent, and they want to just say, you know what? Let's just strip the face out from under center and let's start fresh. You have an opportunity to do that now. But if you want to sustain your winning ways, and I don't think they would just turn into one of the bottom teams in the National Football League. That's not who they are. That's not their culture. But if you're looking to continue winning, why not look at the best option, which is Tom Brady, and you already know you have him in your back pocket?
But Greg, everything you say makes sense. The only problem with it is, why are we here? If Tom Brady was that guy and they just want to continue with what they're doing, when they gave him that phony 3-year contract where the last 2 years weren't guaranteed, they could have secured him with a 3-year contract and said, Tom Brady all along said, I want to play to 45 years old. They could have just said, here's the deal, Tom. You're never going to wear anybody else's uniform. We're going down with you. They've left the door open for Tom Brady to be a free agent.
There's zero precedent for that in NFL history.
Why?
That is terrible business.
He's been there for 20 years and they've done nothing but win, Greg.
Greg, tell him, as a guy who signed multiple contracts, Is it not terrible business to say, hey, we'll give you a 3-year deal so you can play till
Why
you're 45?
not?
That's awful business.
You're telling me that.
I would have loved for somebody to tell me that, but that's just not the reality.
But you didn't play 20 years in a place and win 6 Super Bowls. And my point is,